One of the things that we focus on a lot is we are very often, as the payments provider, the largest institutional and corporate payments provider in the world with a
XDC, the digital asset powering the XDC Network, is at the center of a wave that could redefine how stablecoins operate in global finance. And it's not just talk. A huge update has just rolled out, signaling that adoption and real-world utility are accelerating faster than most people realize. Imagine this: financial institutions, payment platforms, and fintech developers all eyeing a network that's fast, scalable, and low-cost, while stablecoins continue their unstoppable growth. For XDC holders, the next few days and weeks could reveal developments that change the narrative entirely. Not through speculation, but through adoption you can actually see. XDC's update isn't just a software tweak. It's an infrastructure shift. It addresses network scalability, transaction efficiency, and interoperability with stablecoins and other tokenized assets. Scalability improvements mean the network can handle more transactions per second, supporting high-volume stablecoin transfers. Enhanced interoperability allows XDC to connect with other blockchain networks, opening corridors for cross-chain stablecoin transfers. Lower fees and faster confirmations make it viable for businesses and financial institutions to adopt XDC for real-world payments. These are not hypothetical benefits. They are tangible, measurable improvements that increase XDC's utility and relevance. Chris Giancarlo often emphasizes that networks that solve real problems get adopted, and XDC's latest upgrade positions it exactly for that kind of adoption. Stablecoins have exploded because they combine the stability of fiat with the efficiency of blockchain. They are now used for cross-border payments, remittances, decentralized finance, DeFi applications, treasury management, and corporate liquidity. XDC's network is uniquely positioned to support this boom, providing a scalable backbone for stablecoins that require speed, low fees, and institutional-grade reliability. Over the next few days, holders and observers should focus on transaction activity spikes on XDC for stablecoin transfers, new platform integrations with fintech and payments, institutional adoption signals indicating the network is gaining traction. This isn't hype. These are observable adoption metrics that indicate real-world usage. There's a lot of noise in crypto, but the urgency around XDC right now is based on actionable developments. The network update has been deployed. Partnerships and integration tests are moving forward. Stablecoin usage on XDC is increasing as developers test efficiency and cross-chain capabilities. In short, the market is about to react to adoption, not rumor. Understanding these metrics, transaction volume, network integrations, and adoption signals gives holders an edge over speculation-driven narratives. Observable metrics to watch. For XDC holders, here are the critical signals over the next few days. Stablecoin transaction volume. An increase indicates adoption in practice. Integration with payment platforms and fintechs signals that businesses are actively using the network. Cross-chain transfers. Interoperability shows that XDC is scalable and adaptable. Network reliability and transaction efficiency. Fundamental indicators of usability for institutions. These metrics will tell the story of adoption, network utility, and relevance, far more than price movements or social media hype. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into real-world adoption and network catalysts, breaking down which platforms and institutions are integrating XDC for stablecoins, how the latest network update enhances adoption, observable metrics showing tangible utility and usage. This section will give holders a clear understanding of why XDC's update matters in the real world and what to track to see adoption unfold. The XDC network is no longer just a project with potential. It's a working infrastructure for real-world finance, and the recent update has accelerated adoption like never before. To understand why this matters, we need to break down the key adoption catalysts and network triggers that are driving tangible usage. XDC has focused on partnerships with financial institutions and fintechs that are actively using stablecoins for cross-border payments. These integrations allow stablecoins to move quickly and cheaply, supporting global transactions that traditional banking systems struggle with. By reducing the need for pre-funding and providing instant settlement, XDC enables businesses to operate more efficiently. Every new partnership or integration acts as a real-world adoption signal, confirming that the network is functional, scalable, and trusted by institutions. Unlike speculative hype, these partnerships are observable and measurable. Transaction volumes increase, corridors expand, and institutions begin to rely on XDC for operational liquidity. The latest update enhances XDC's ability to support high-volume cross-border stablecoin transactions. Increased throughput ensures that high-frequency transfers are processed without delays. Low fees make it cost-effective for remittances and business payments. Corridors are being activated in multiple regions, demonstrating global adoption. This is crucial. Adoption isn't just about one corridor or one country. Real-world usage happens when networks operate efficiently at scale across multiple regions, and XDC's update makes that possible. XDC's ecosystem of developers and fintech applications is expanding rapidly. Developers are integrating XDC for stablecoins into payment solutions, DeFi applications, and tokenized assets. Fintech platforms are using the network to enable faster settlement and liquidity management. Observing on-chain activity and transaction adoption by these platforms provides clear evidence of functional utility. Chris Giancarlo often highlights that utility drives adoption, not hype. Each real-world integration strengthens the network and encourages additional partners to join, creating a compounding effect. Stablecoins themselves are experiencing explosive growth because they provide fiat stability with blockchain efficiency. Businesses are using stablecoins to reduce settlement friction and speed up transactions. Global remittances increasingly rely on digital assets for cost reduction. DeFi platforms use stablecoins as the foundation for lending, staking, and liquidity protocols. XDC's update directly supports these use cases by enhancing network speed, reliability, and scalability, making it one of the most efficient networks for stablecoin adoption today. To monitor adoption, holders and observers can track several real-world signals. Stablecoin transaction volume spikes indicate adoption in practice. New platform integrations, fintech or payment platforms using XDC show operational deployment. Corridor activations. More corridors mean network usage is spreading geographically. Cross-chain interoperability events. These show the network's ability to scale beyond its native ecosystem. On-chain liquidity and settlement efficiency, fundamental indicators of usability for institutions. These metrics allow holders to see adoption unfold in real time, separate from speculation or price movement. This feedback loop is key. Over the coming days and weeks, each new integration reinforces network relevance, attracting more usage and trust. XDC is entering a phase where adoption accelerates organically, and stablecoin activity is at the center of it. For holders, understanding these catalysts is critical. XDC's update isn't just technical. It enables real adoption and functional utility. Observing network activity provides a tangible measure of growth, not just price speculation. The stablecoin boom amplifies XDC's relevance because networks with real adoption scale faster than hype-driven coins. This is a moment to watch real-world activity, not to chase short-term gains. The adoption signals unfolding now could shape the network's relevance and utility for months to come. While adoption signals tell us what is happening, the technical and fundamental design of XDC explains why it can handle the stablecoin boom and scale real-world usage effectively. Chris Giancarlo consistently emphasizes that networks with strong fundamentals are the ones institutions trust, and XDC checks all the boxes. XDC is built to process thousands of transactions per second, a capability that becomes critical as stablecoin usage grows. The recent network update enhances throughput, allowing multiple high-volume corridors to operate simultaneously without delays. This scalability ensures that cross-border payments, remittances, and business transfers can occur instantly and reliably, even as the network experiences peak activity. In practice, this means that as stablecoin adoption expands, XDC's network will support growth without congestion, a major factor for institutional and fintech adoption. Efficiency is another core strength. XDC transactions are low-cost, making it viable for micropayments, global remittances, and stablecoin operations. Fast confirmations reduce operational delays, ensuring businesses can settle payments instantly. For stablecoins, where cost and speed are crucial, XDC provides a practical infrastructure that solves real-world problems, rather than serving as a speculative vehicle. One of XDC's most important fundamentals is its ability to interoperate with other blockchain networks. Cross-chain integration allows stablecoins on XDC to interact with other ecosystems, expanding liquidity and adoption potential. Institutions and developers can integrate stablecoins into existing systems without friction, reducing operational risk. Institutional adoption depends on network credibility and reliability. XDC has a strong track record of stable performance and predictable confirmations, reducing the risk of transaction failure or delays. Each successful integration reinforces confidence, encouraging more institutions and fintech platforms to adopt the network. Reliability is what separates a network that sees real adoption from one that only thrives on hype. XDC's fundamentals make it an attractive choice for stablecoin deployment. These loops amplify the network's relevance. Each successful transaction, integration, or adoption milestone strengthens XDC's position in the stablecoin ecosystem. The stablecoin boom isn't slowing down, and networks must be technically capable to support it. High throughput ensures transactions remain instant as volume grows. Low fees allow mass adoption without prohibitive costs. Interoperability enables participation in global liquidity networks. Reliability encourages institutions to trust and integrate stablecoins on XDC. In other words, XDC is structurally prepared to scale with adoption, which is why the recent update is such a big deal for holders and the broader stablecoin market. Holders and observers can track several technical and fundamental metrics to see adoption in action. Transaction throughput measures the network's ability to handle growth. Fee efficiency and settlement speed ensures practical adoption for businesses. Cross-chain transaction activity indicates interoperability success. Stablecoin transfer volumes reflects functional usage rather than speculation. Monitoring these metrics provides real insight into network health and adoption potential, separate from market noise. The excitement around XDC's recent update and the stablecoin boom comes with both opportunity and caution. While the network's fundamentals and adoption catalysts are strong, holders and observers need to understand the risks, know what to track, and have a clear strategy. Stablecoins operate in a heavily scrutinized regulatory environment. Different countries have varying rules around issuance, transfers, and reporting for stablecoins. Regulatory shifts could affect adoption speed, especially if new compliance requirements are introduced. For holders, this means it's important to follow regulatory news closely. Announcements about approvals, clarifications, or frameworks can significantly influence institutional adoption. XDC's network is designed with compliance in mind, but regulatory landscapes remain a factor that can impact momentum. Even with strong technical fundamentals, operational risks exist. High transaction volume could reveal bottlenecks in newly activated corridors. Integration with institutions or fintech platforms may face delays due to technical or administrative challenges. Network updates, while improving scalability, can sometimes lead to temporary disruptions if not managed properly. Monitoring network activity and transaction efficiency over the next few days is crucial. These metrics indicate whether the network is performing as intended and supporting real-world stablecoin adoption. XDC operates in a competitive environment alongside other networks supporting stablecoins and digital payments. Ethereum-based stablecoins and other Layer 1 networks compete for adoption. Emerging blockchain networks may offer similar speed, cost efficiency, or interoperability. However, XDC's edge comes from a combination of speed, low fees, scalability, and real institutional adoption. Observing which networks are gaining traction in specific use cases will help holders understand XDC's relative position in the market. XDC's growth depends on self-reinforcing adoption loops, and holders can track them through measurable signals. Stablecoin transaction volumes indicate network adoption in practice. Platform integrations, fintechs, and institutions deploying XDC show operational usage. Cross-chain activity reflects interoperability success and global scalability. Network reliability, consistent speed, and low fees reinforce institutional confidence. These metrics allow holders to distinguish real adoption signals from market noise. By focusing on fundamentals and usage, XDC's narrative becomes clear, grounded in observable results rather than speculation. Based on network updates, adoption catalysts, and fundamentals, holders should consider the following strategies. Monitor transaction activity. Spikes indicate growing adoption and functional usage. Track institutional and fintech integration announcements. These confirm that XDC is being used in real-world applications. Observe cross-chain operations. Interoperability increases network utility and adoption potential. Follow regulatory developments. Clarity accelerates institutional adoption and trust. Focusing on these signals gives holders a practical framework to assess adoption, rather than chasing price movements or hype. Here's the bottom line. The XDC network is positioned to support the stablecoin boom, and the recent update accelerates real-world adoption. But opportunity comes with the need for awareness. By monitoring adoption metrics, network performance, and integration announcements, holders gain insight into tangible progress, not speculative guesswork. If this breakdown helps you understand what matters for XDC adoption, here's what you should do next. Like this video if you want more deep dives into network adoption and stablecoin dynamics. Subscribe and hit notifications to stay updated on XDC developments and adoption milestones. Comment below. What adoption metric or partnership are you tracking most closely? Let's discuss it. Stay alert to transaction volume, integrations, cross-chain activity, and network reliability. These are the real indicators of adoption. Remember, in crypto, knowledge and observability are your edge. XDC's update isn't about hype. It's about real-world infrastructure enabling the stablecoin boom. Watching these developments unfold over the coming days and weeks will give holders a front-row seat to adoption in action. Be informed. Stay alert. Watch the network in motion because the story of XDC and the stablecoin boom is unfolding right now.